Three, two, and one. Woohoo! We are live. Roop, roop, roop. Happy Tuesday. So, oh, we got to do that again. It looks like it says it's going live now. Three, two, and one. All right, take two. Happy Tuesday, guys. So, uh, a little bit nervous as always. I come on here each and every Wednesday, but today's a different day. Today, I wanted to share with you a little bit about my stepping out of my comfort zone. And every time I come on here, I'm doing that, but this is actually for a different reason. I'm part of a challenge called Crush Your Comfort Zone Challenge. And this is really for me to get involved and just get myself back into a different place and on a different track for 2026. And so the idea is to share my story a little bit and also to invite you. This is a 5-day life coaching training. This is day 4. You can get started at any time. And for most of you that you've been working with me, you already know that I've been doing this work for years. And my goal is just to help people who are stuck in any particular way. Mindset reset work, taking a look at what's the perspective, what's got me stuck there, how do we move out of that? And I've worked with families, I've worked with couples, I've worked with entrepreneurs, I work with executive leaderships and small business owners. And so I'm really ready to get back out there and kind of get going again. When you have a story and you have a goal and you have a mission and something in life just kind of comes and gets you, right? So I myself had to do my own work because over this last couple years, I had to really work on myself. This last chapter of my life included ending my marriage. And it's been one of the hardest things that I've ever had to walk through. And I've had to walk through some pretty hard stuff. But as much as you guys know that the loss has been devastating for me, as well as for my ex, it shaped me, right? It helped me to not only experience the loss, but take on the struggle and step into what it required of me. And I didn't realize that, you kind of know when you're playing life small, but certain things really wake you up. And so when I look back now, I can really see that struggle allowed for me to admit to myself, I was really playing small. There were critical pieces I was missing, and I wasn't doing it on purpose, but it was still happening, right? And so what I've been doing is I've been repairing. And before then, I was repairing the things around the foundation. And I didn't realize the foundation was just cracked. And those of you who know about building, you can't have the foundation crumbling. And I thought I was working on the foundation, but I was working around the foundation in my marriage. And so what I ended up doing, how do I fix that foundation? How do I work on it? How do I grow it? How do I learn how to say the right thing and do the right thing and get the right tools? And I did coaching and I did therapy and I did all this development. And then I came to this culmination that was like, okay, we need to do couples coaching or we're done, like couples therapy, or there's nowhere else to go. But what I didn't know is at that point it was already over. I didn't know. I do know looking back now, hindsight, right? That 2020 crap. But because I didn't know, I gratefully did everything that I could. More coaching, more supports, but now as a couple. And there were things that I found out, right? I found out that I was confusing faith with waiting for miracles and waiting for God to make things happen. And I really wasn't recognizing misalignment. And now I realize that. I believed that, wanting this so badly and understanding what marriage was all about was all we needed. No, there was so much more, and those things were missing. I thought by talking about the issues, that was really addressing things, but the processing was missing. I thought that if we talked about the red flags, then we'd get through the red flags. But in actuality, we ended up bypassing the red flags. So I share this because I know there are so many clients that I've worked with and so many of you that might be going through the same thing. And also, I've been a coach. I've helped clients work on their marriages. I'm helping leaders in their positions. I'm helping entrepreneurs and business owners. And if I'm not careful, I can allow the certain things come up in my mind to say, who am I? Who am I? My marriage is falling apart, that I could be there for these folks. And I want to have you keep that in mind because it's real. It comes, but it's not the truth. Because I did help those leaders and I did help those families and I did help marriages stay together in the midst of my divorce. And so that's why I'm part of doing this challenge right now. I'm taking myself to the next level. And it's important that we're able to see the things that we're missing, and it's okay if we do. I didn't realize how ADHD and even what the heck high functioning autism was until I started having folks say, hey, there's some of these symptoms that I'm seeing for you and that I'm seeing for your ex husband. And I was just like, I didn't even know what neurodivergent meant. I hadn't heard it used for that. And so I've learned so much. We were both carrying complex PTSD. We have both been carrying, I knew I had ADHD, but I didn't know what it meant and how it was affecting me. There's so much I've learned. And yes, my heart is broken, I have to say. But I'm not letting it stop me. And I'm going to continue on this mission to understand development and growth and mistakes. And I'm going to continue to learn more about myself, right? I'm relationally oriented. I'm an introvert all the way, but I work best in relationships. I work best in co-regulating with others. And that's okay to know that. It doesn't mean that I can't function without people, but it does mean that if I do that too long, it's going to put me in a negative spot. Which is great anyways, because working together has us from doing all of the work ourselves. Hey there, Miriam. Good to see you. I love you. Hello, sunshine, she says. So my goal is that when you hear my story, you see where you might be doing some of these same things, where you might be holding yourself back, where you might be judging yourself. I'd love for you to join me this week as part of this group, as well as if you'd like to work with me or ask me questions or partner with me or do a one-on-one so we can continue to grow these communities and help folks who are needing any kind of assistance in these areas, getting these tools. I don't think it needs to come from me. Nothing I have comes from me. Everything I've learned from someone else. And so I want to share those tools and those things with you. So if you feel like these are things that you want to learn about, get into this program here. It's going to be tonight at 6:00. It's going to be just coming. It's the second day. You can join anytime. You just look it up. Let me see if I have the link. I do have the link, but it's not here where I was looking. But you can click on the link here once this goes live, and you'll see the information there. And let me see. See, it's not showing because once it goes live, it takes off what I was putting up there. Super fun. Anyways, you'll be able to see it once this closes. Miriam says a closed door means reset, and you're doing just that. Yeah. Oh, and I'm totally honest that it sucks. Nothing pleasant wants to come out of my mouth right now. It sucks dirty feet. It's at Luke Hawkins, and he's training some of the neurotransformation therapy, and that's the part I want to learn about and add to my coaching. And so jump in, learn more about it. And the whole thing is, guys, we can get stuck on perfection. We can get stuck on not good enough. We can get stuck on we're failing. And oh, fuck, I was stuck on it so bad. And I just knew I needed to work through it, and I knew I'd eventually get on the other side. And I'm still getting on the other side of it. It still hurts when things don't work out the way we're planning for them to. But when we can take it and we can learn from it, we can partner, we can continue in our mission, we can continue to support others, then heck, it's worth it, right? And we get to stand in forgiveness and get to stand in creating those shifts. We get to make sure that we're standing and coming from truth and not assumptions. Oh, that's such an ass kicker when we do that. I didn't realize how many assumptions I was standing in my marriage. Assuming that if I just focused hard enough and just created hard enough and just prayed enough, then it would get there, that we'd have that miracle. But sometimes the miracle isn't what we think it's supposed to be. And that's okay. I look forward to seeing you guys there tonight. And if not, that's okay. Ask me about it. I can share more information with you because I'm learning a lot. A lot of it's also refreshers because I've done a lot of deep training. But doesn't matter. Get those refreshers in. Get yourself back on track. Make 2026 exactly where you want to be. And reach out. I look forward to talking to you. And you get to look forward for me being on here even more because I'm ready to make 2026 bigger than it has been for the last several years. And why not? It's all we've got, right? All right, you guys, big squishy hugs. You take care of you. And as I always say, know that you're loved, whether you like it or not. All right, you guys, you take care of you and have a blessed Tuesday. Bye for now.